Next year, we celebrate the 250th birthday of the greatest country on earth. Along the way, Americans have made a lot of choices. Some put America first, and others set us back. Next November, Americans will face another choice. What do we want our next 250 years to look like? Do we want to be California or New York? Or do we want to be more like America's heartland? I'm Brinker Harding. I was born and raised right here in Omaha. It's where my wife, Rebecca, and I raised our family. On the City Council, throughout a lifetime in business, I've helped transform Omaha into the #1 city to move to in America. While most cities across the country saw violent crime spike by 40%, we chose a different path. We didn't defund our police. We stopped the nonsense and gave our heroes the record pay raise they deserve, driving our violent crime rate to historic 40-year lows. And when Washington kept digging us deeper into debt, we chose to balance Omaha's budget every single year. Now, I'm running for Congress because I'm choosing to fight for America's future, to make America more like its heartland, and to make the next 250 years a new golden age for America. We have so much momentum, and together, we have so much more to accomplish. I hope you'll join me.
Cook County, Illinois Commissioner Sean Morrison is here with us now to weigh in on this story. Commissioner, welcome. Thanks for coming on today. As we know, Chicago is a sanctuary city. Were you surprised by the mayor's response?
Not surprised, actually. Hypocrisy tends to run deep with our current mayor here. And, you know, the funny part is that it's not just the city that is self-proclaimed sanctuary. It's the county and it's the state. And to your clip that you just played there, a lot of our local officials have proudly proclaimed and actually welcomed, you know, the opportunity to have migrants come to our city, county, and state.
Hi, I'm Mayor Richard Irvin. I was born and raised right here in Aurora, and you are my neighbors. Everything I do is about making our city safer, stronger, and better for all of us. We've cut taxes, we've grown jobs, because families deserve opportunity. Aurora's economy is booming, and people are proud to call this city home. We've invested in our kids' education because they are our future. And keeping Aurora safe will always be my top priority, because I love this city and everyone in it. Together, we can keep Aurora shining bright.
Are you seriously gonna vote for Tony Vargas? Higher taxes? Soft on crime? Boys and girls sports? Tony Vargas would leave America weak, woke, and broke. But Don Bacon is lowering taxes, supports law and order, and knows the difference between a man and a woman. Vote for the general. Vote for Don Bacon. Now doesn't that feel better?
Red State, Nebraska is responsible for the content of this ad.
You have issues. I'm not kidding. We all do. I hear all about your issues with Aurora, and that's the point. I hear them. I'm Carl Franco, Alderman of the 5th Ward. With civility and integrity, I want to help fix our issues. We can reduce taxes by streamlining government and attracting new businesses. City resources should be focused on better services and repairing our aging infrastructure. And we must work with police and community leaders to reduce crime. I'm Carl Franco. I'm asking for your vote. Let's keep tackling Aurora's issues together.
Enough with politicians promising us they're going to cut property taxes. I have a plan. I'm Nicole Laha, and my plan cuts property taxes, ensures our schools are fully funded, and returns billions of dollars back to taxpayers. I'm tired of talk from our politicians, which is why as your state representative, I voted to eliminate grocery tax, to protect women's rights, and I voted against taxpayer funds for non-citizens. I'm Nicole Laha, and I'd appreciate your vote so we can get the job done.
Only 20% of us voted for the current mayor. Now look at Philly. This is what you get when you don't vote. I don't feel safe, and I definitely don't want my kids outside by themselves. Is it too much to ask to have clean, gun-free neighborhoods, to fix the potholes and create jobs and opportunities for kids? These things can happen, but we need more than 20% of the voters to choose our next mayor. They can't ignore our ballots. Vote on or before May 16th.
Naperville deserves leadership that listens, cares, and takes action. I'm City Councilwoman Jennifer Bruzan Taylor. We know that strong communities start with real conversations. I'll keep bringing fresh ideas and a collaborative approach to Naperville City Council. With a focus on smarter growth and safer neighborhoods, I'm running for re-election to ensure a brighter future for everyone. I'll remain dedicated to fiscal responsibility and preserving our quality of life, putting Naperville first every step of the way. I'm Jennifer Bruzan Taylor. Together, we can continue to create a stronger, safer Naperville.
Year after year, we hear the same promises, but I'm here to deliver real results. I'm Hannah Billingsley, and I'm running to be a different kind of state representative. That's why we have community cleanup days and care for those in need. Because I learned as a math teacher and now a small business owner that you have to lead by example. As your state representative, I'll work to restore trust in government, put your family first, and bring down costs. I'm Hannah Billingsley, and if you're seeking someone who puts people over politics, then join our movement.
Listen up, Philly. Only 20% of you voted for the last mayor. Now their corrupt, bad leadership has caused gun violence to double, murders to double, robberies to double. Come on, team. Let's get back to basics. We need to invest in our communities, clean up our neighborhoods, and fix our streets. Better leadership will reduce crime, tackling poverty, and creating jobs and opportunities for our kids. Get off the bench. Vote on or before May 16th.
Nebraska is built on faith, family, and a strong work ethic. I'm Jay Jackson, a husband, father, veteran, and conservative. I'm proud to call Papillion home, and starting today, I'm running to represent you in the Nebraska legislature. In the Air Force, I deployed 6 times to the Middle East, and as a dad, I have never been prouder than when my son answered that same call to serve. Service, that's why I'm running. To represent your interests, not mine. I'll work to solve the property tax crisis once and for all. I'll push to ensure our kids have access to the highest quality education. And I will fight to eliminate burdensome regulations that make it harder for small businesses to grow and thrive. I'll stand with our police and firefighters to keep our communities safe. Protecting life, defending freedom, putting you first, and doing it with kindness and decency. I'm Jay Jackson, and I humbly ask for your support. Let's get to work.
Hi, I'm Felix Ungerman. As a retired military officer, I swore an oath to serve and defend this nation. That oath didn't end when I left the military. That's why I'm running to be your next state senator. I'll fight to cut property taxes so you keep more of your hard-earned money. I'll work to provide better education opportunities and mental health resources for all Nebraskans. And I'll work to provide our law enforcement with the resources they need to keep our communities safe. I'm Felix Ungerman, and I'm asking for your vote to ensure we can make the good life even greater.
As a father and husband, I promise to provide for my family. Each day that promise gets harder. Have you seen the price of milk? What about the crazy cost of gas needed just to get to the store? It might not be so bad if I was getting a raise every time prices went up. Change can't happen if we don't change how we vote. We need leaders who protect our borders from the illegal invasion, driving down wages, and hurting hardworking families like mine. This year, I'm voting Republican, like my family depends on it. You should too, because it does.
Did you know more than half the taxes you pay are because of Illinois politicians? Not the president, not Congress. Greedy lawmakers in Springfield are bankrupting you. Yet in the last election, only 51% of you voted. That's why they keep winning and your taxes keep going up. Your vote matters. Don't sit this one out. I'm Dennis Roboletti, and I'm asking for your vote. I'll cut taxes and wasteful spending. Doing nothing will change nothing, and you deserve better.
Nebraska is built on faith, family, and a strong work ethic. I'm Jay Jackson, a husband, father, veteran, and conservative. I'm proud to call Papillion home, and starting today, I'm running to represent you in the Nebraska legislature. In the Air Force, I deployed 6 times to the Middle East, and as a dad, I have never been prouder than when my son answered that same call to serve. Service, that's why I'm running. To represent your interests, not mine. I'll work to solve the property tax crisis once and for all. I'll push to ensure our kids have access to the highest quality education. And I will fight to eliminate burdensome regulations that make it harder for small businesses to grow and thrive. I'll stand with our police and firefighters to keep our communities safe. Protecting life, defending freedom, putting you first, and doing it with kindness and decency. I'm Jay Jackson, and I humbly ask for your support. Let's get to work.
Communities thrive when passionate people come together. Homer Glen is no different. I'm Christina Knightsky-Troike, your candidate for mayor. As a newer village, we have the unique advantage and obligation to create a great place to eat, live, and play. Our identity is up to us. As your next mayor, I'll work with planners and developers to create a town center that grows our community responsibly, building on our foundation and culture. This is the community we call home, Homer Glen. Join me, and together, let's invest in our community.